Hello, everybody, and welcome to my King and Queen of the Ring predictions for 2024. We have 5 currently announced matches on the card, and I'm going to be covering all 5, even though we don't really know what the tournament finals are going to be yet. Raw is happening right now, so we'll know one participant when this goes up. However, I don't know, as neither match has happened at the time of recording, so I'm just going to say my ideal candidate whenever those come around, but we'll get to that at the end. We do have 3 matches that we are aware of the participants of, and those are the Intercontinental title on the line in a triple threat match featuring champion Sami Zayn and challengers Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. Becky Lynch defending the women's world title, doesn't really matter, against Liv Morgan, and Cody defending his WWE title against Logan Paul. The U.S. title is technically not on the line here, even though I wish it was. Then, as I said, we have the King and Queen of the Ring tourney finals, but we'll get to that in due time. First, we're going to start with that Intercontinental title triple threat. Now, this is going to be a weird and silly match because we do not know really what's going to happen because there are a lot of different ways you can go. Because Sami Zayn, people like him in Saudi. You know, he's a really liked guy there. Bronson Reed, he's there. They're trying to get him more known, I guess, trying to push him more as a mid-card guy. He just kind of floats around the mid to low card occasionally. So they're trying to get him in that position where he can win those titles in a couple months or so. But he's definitely not winning here. The only one who really has a chance is Chad because he's had this really heated heel run of just being a dick to the rest of Alpha Academy. Like a terrible guy. And I read on Twitter just a few minutes ago how bad he was today in his match with, I believe, Bronson or Sami. I don't really remember who. But nonetheless, I will say this match is probably going to go in Sami's favor. He'll probably pin Bronson, have a very close one. Chad will get super close to winning. It'll be a 1, 2. Bronson breaks it up last second, or Sami has that kick out that he does where he either barely kicks out or kicks out with a ton of oomph behind it, like he did at WrestleMania 40 when he got beat up by Gunther so bad. So that way you can build to him, Chad, winning the title in Montreal, Money in the Bank. It's Montreal, Toronto, I don't really remember, but Canada. And that will get him monster heat. So you can build to that in future. Then we have Becky Lynch defending the women's world title. I get them mixed up. It doesn't really matter. Against Liv Morgan. If Liv Morgan does not win, she looks like an absolute idiot. That's really all I have to summarize about this match. Liv Morgan, she's been on this revenge tour. I got sidelined with an injury for 6 months. Darn. So now I'm going to come back and I'm going to win all these matches and have a great bit. She's won 3 matches since coming back from injury, and she's lost a ton. She lost, I think, the Elimination Chamber. She lost inside the Royal Rumble. She didn't have much TV appearance at all. It really doesn't make much sense to me if she doesn't win this match, because then she just looks like an idiot. So Becky Lynch, kind of a transitional champion since Rhea went. Now, Liv was probably going to beat Rhea probably about here for that belt. However, obviously, injuries happen, and that's fine. Beat Becky for it. Becky's pretty well known and probably the most well known of the women's division at this point, other than maybe Rhea. So I think it's fine that she beats Becky for the title rather than Mommy. Then we look at the presumable main event, Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. This match needs to be won by Cody. I don't think there's a real question about this. Since the U.S. title's on the line, it kind of blends things a bit differently. Maybe, but it's a 98 to 2% chance in favor of Cody here. Keep him in a dominant role. He's probably going to be champion for a hot minute, maybe going all the way to WrestleMania 41 and beyond. We don't really know about that yet. I'm hoping they're moving out of the really long title reigns because Triple H loves those because he had a lot of them. But at the same time, they aren't very interesting depending on who has the belt. I'm not saying Cody's bad. I'm just saying that I'm okay, yeah, I know he's world champion. Can he defend it on actual TV though? Just saying. I'm fine with him defending every pay-per-view. It's much better than what we had with Roman. But at the same time, when Cody won the belt, I was like, awesome. Now we're going to get world title defenses 3 times a month. We get them 1 time a month. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. But nonetheless, Cody wins this match, beats Logan Paul. They put him in there because I think this Crown Prince of Saudi really likes Logan Paul, and Logan is a really good wrestler to work with inside of the squared circle. Then we go to the tournament finals. These are very questionable. As I said, I don't know who's won anything up to this point. I could check my phone, but whatever. I'll just go through this as is. So there are 4 people in contention on both sides of the ball. On the Raw side of things, we have Jey Uso and Gunther, and on the SmackDown side, we have Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. Now, there are really 2 main ways this can go. It can either go Gunther, Randy, or it can go Jey, Tama. Now, based on what happens on Raw, if Gunther wins, Randy's going to win. If Jey wins, Tama's going to win. I am praying, Triple H. I know this is going to go up after it happens, but I'm praying that he does not make Jey versus Tama the match. Because if he does, it's going to be a star and a half and going to be terrible because Jey Uso has like 8 moves in his moveset combined, and Tama is pretty new. Not as a performer, but in the WWE style of things. Now, I'm fine with Jey's moveset. Like, he has a few signature moves. He does the, like, whoop-ah, 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 and that's pretty fun. I think, the super kicks get a little bit repetitive. He does have his spear, which is okay. I don't think it's amazing. But I don't want to see Jey versus Tama. It's just going to be boring bloodline stuff again. Get him out of the bloodline. I understand that he's in the bloodline, but the bloodline 2.0 sucks. They're terrible. Solo is I don't believe him as a leader. Tama and Tonga are just mid as hell. And then Jacob Fatu, when he debuts, hopefully will be good. But man, they are boring. So bad right now. But yes, I hope for Gunther versus Randy in the finals. If that doesn't happen and it's Jey versus Tama, which is the inevitable answer, then I will say Jey over Tama. And if it is Randy versus Gunther, I'm going to say Gunther gets the win, keeps on his dominance as something he can be. Instead of, ring general, he can be, I don't know. Instead of King of the Ring, he'll be General of the Ring or something like that. Emperor of the Ring. Actually, somebody came up with something interesting about that. So Ludwig Kaiser, the name Kaiser means emperor in, I think, German. So emperor is above general, and king. So hey, that can build some tension there. And we can lead to Bash in Berlin with that. But I'm getting too carried away from myself. Nonetheless, hopefully Gunther gets the win here. My favorite order of the winners would probably be Gunther, Randy, Jey, Tama. But I'm shooting for Gunther, please. Then after that, we have the Women's Queen of the Ring finals, which includes Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky on the Raw side, and then on the SmackDown side, we have Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. Now, this is something that could happen, but I don't know if they'll do it this year. We'll have 2 heel winners. Now, the reason I think it's possible, the only reason I think it's possible, is because every other match will have a face winner. Cody's a face, Sami's a face, and I think Liv is kind of a face, and if she's kind of a tweener as well. So if you have 2 heels win, 2 faces win, and a tweener win, it's a perfectly balanced show. And one other thing at the end of the show that I'll get to. But I think we're going to see Nia Jax take home the Queen of the Ring crown here. I don't think either woman from the Raw side really has a chance, and I don't think they want to build the Bianca Jade feud just yet. Probably hold that off until WrestleMania 41. Could see Jade break Bianca's undefeated streak. Could see Bianca keep it going. Who knows? We'll get to that in due time. But I'm hoping Nia gets the win there. I wouldn't mind seeing Io as second place. Then probably Bianca. Then Lyra. I like Lyra, and she's a former NXT Women's Champion, not far removed from her reign. But at the same time, it's a little too soon to get all the way to Queen of the Ring, given Kurt Angle won the WWE title in less than a year after his debut. But hey, just saying. Anyways, so those are my match predictions. I'm going to run through those quickly again. Cody beats Logan, Liv beats Becky, new women's champion, Sami retains his belt, and Gunther and Nia win their respective tournaments. Now, there will be one more event happening at this show. I did see the QR code for it just a little bit ago. Uncle Howdy's debut. I think it's almost undeniable at this point that Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six will debut at King and Queen of the Ring. I don't think there's really any disputing that with all the clues we've been getting, the hints, and all of that. Because if you look at some of the stuff that's been posted, like the QR today, they were talking about a coordinate on some map. And I followed the coordinates, and it was within the campus of Rowan University. Now, I don't want to assume, but Rowan, Eric Rowan, Bray Wyatt, Wyatt 6. It's not that complicated. But nonetheless, apparently there is a lot of rumor and speculation going on about this, but I do think they'll debut the 6 of them. I did make a video on that quite a while back. It's actually my most popular video, so if you haven't seen it somehow, go back and check that out. It is a month old, so some of the stuff is a little outdated, but keep that in mind when you watch. Anyways, make sure you have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good on, good, go whatever. Make sure to watch any former or future episodes, and goodbye.